It's too, we don't know enough for us to be able to ascertain. Intricate, complicated. It's expanding. We probably know 0.5%.
By random?
By random?
Determination?
No, by random. Because how does the universe expand? Why? Okay.
It's not random.
Let me ask you a question. Why does the universe expand?
Because it's already within the laws operating within the current universe.
What laws?
Physical laws, natural laws.
Where do those laws come from? Who discerned those laws?
Stop. Alexis or Alexei?
Alexei.
You said random, and I say it's not random because we have constants within our physical laws.
Yeah.
So that's not randomness.
Yes.
I'm sure you know what randomness is, right?
Yes.
Right.
I do. Right. I say random. What I mean by random is that its creation wasn't brought about by anything. It wasn't brought about by any one thing. Yes, but randomness, it comes out of.
You're redefining terms.
Yes, but this is how I perceive it within our.
Your perception. We're speaking the human language, which happens to be English.
Yes.
We need to be consistent with the meaning of the terms.
I agree. That's an important thing.
So it is not random.
Yeah.
The universe is operating with such specific laws that is operational within it. So let's go back again. What is your rational basis to say things transformed from an eternal universe by accident?
By accident, in the sense that it's not something that it couldn't have been designed. It couldn't have been pre-made. That is it. Because what is the opposite of opposite of an accident?
What's the opposite of that?
Yes, but that's what you're driving me down.
What is your rational basis for it?
My rational basis is that it's the opposite of choice. What is your rational basis? No.
Don't deflect the onus.
Yes, I know. I'm telling you.
Me,
yes,
right?
Yes.
This is the fallacy you're making. So you are in the defense as an atheist to substantiate your particular belief, which is it happened by accident.
Yeah,
so we'd like to
random.
Accident, I said, or choice, and you said accident.
Yes, because it's not choice. Because you diverted me into this angle.
I gave you two options.
Yes, two options only.
Okay.
Yes.
Is there other options?
Yes.
What other options?
The other option is that it just occurred. It occurred.
When you say it just occurred,
it occurred, but not by accident. It occurred.
When you say it just occurs, what does it even mean?
Yeah, it occurred for reasons that we don't know.
Reasons.
Okay.
So if it happens by a reason, it's not an accident, is it?
Yes. Okay. I understand.
Good.
I understand.
So it either happens by a reason or it just happens.
It just happens.
Now, if you say it just happens,
it just happens. Why do we need to ascribe?
Reason?
Why do we need to ascribe reason?
By a reason?
Yes, but why do we need to ascribe reason?
Wait.
Why do we ascribe reason?
You're on the right track now. Reason. So
why do we ascribe it? Why don't you ask? Oh, you don't answer my questions.
Alexis, when you say it's happened by reason, is that reason embedded within that universe?
I can't answer that question because that's a question that we don't know.
Ask that question.
Yes, because that's a question you don't know either. By the way, like how do you know that?
You see,
it's a question.
Few minutes of discussion.
My point is,
you are committing so much fallacies that you don't know. You tell me what the answer is. No, I am not discussing my position.
No, I know.
I'm
you're
challenging
asking
yours.
me. Yes, but my basis, my reason why I'm not, where I began. You've driven me down this lane. I didn't begin here.
I'm not driven it. I've cornered you into that position.
You've cornered me. Yes, exactly.
Yes,
this
I'm
is
using the right term.
But
cornered you in a position to defend yourself.
But this is not where
This is the new paradigm shift, by the way. The atheist needs to be aware of that. If you're listening and watching, atheists, we are coming to get you. This is the paradigm shift.
Yes, but
so
you've driven me down this way because my basis of what religion is, of why it needs to exist, what I was saying earlier about morality, about a moral necessity. Humans need a necessary. I don't necessarily listen.
Forget morality.
No, listen.
You are now conflating
No. Listen. You've driven me down this way. You said accident or choice. Yeah? Accident or choice. I don't believe it to be neither. I don't believe it to be a choice, but I don't necessarily believe it to be an accident. But that doesn't mean.
Basis of your belief.
Yes, my basis of my belief is I don't know.
That's not.
It's Socratic. It's a Socratic. Yes, it's a very accurate.
No, that's simply your ignorance. Just because you don't know who.
No,
it's like this. I don't know who murdered it. It means no one murdered it.
No.
Your ignorance is not going to help you. So now let me reframe the question. Could it be otherwise? The way it's transformed.
I don't think so.
So it's determined.
No, it's not determined. But I don't think so because it's happened.
Make up your mind.
Okay.
Could it be otherwise, or could it not be otherwise?
Okay. It could be any way possible.
So
it could be any way possible.
Why that particular way?
Why? Science, my friend. It's a discussion, a different discussion.
What you're talking about.
Why the universe came out to be a certain way?
Why that
is purely a scientific question.
No.
It's purely a
Whatever
scientific
question it is, you want to frame it, it's a philosophical question or a moral question or a scientific question. I'm asking you, why that way and not the other way?
Why specifically? Because this is what I'm telling you. Like Socrates when he spoke to Athens 2,000 years ago. I ascertain to a certain viewpoint because I don't know the reason exactly. I don't know why.
When you go to a question and it says these are the questions, question 1 to 10.
No, but this is very different, my friend.
Wait a moment. I'm going to try to put you on your right shoes or right box in the right spot. If you answer a question I don't know, do you get a mark to the wrong answer?
Okay.
Thank you.
When you put questions like open-ended questions like yours, do you think on the multiple choice exam that you've now imagined, do you think there'll only be 2 ticks? Choice or accident? Do you think? What if there's another box? What if there's another box?
Tell me which the other box is.
The other box is the other box. We don't need an understanding.
Now
we don't need it.
Another problem here.
No, we don't need it. It's not important.
If you have no idea about something, you can't present it as an argument. Exactly. You shouldn't be talking about it.
No, my friend. This is what I'm telling you. Is that we don't need to know.
Look.
We don't need this.
If you believe in a certain scientific paradigm or a philosophical paradigm, you should know that if you cannot talk about something in a meaningful way, you should be talking about it at all. Because this is an escape route saying, I don't know what it is, but there is an option. Exactly.
Yes, but what I'm saying to you is that your beliefs are that
I haven't talked about my beliefs yet.
I know.
I am grilling an atheist about their belief and see how they can defend it.
No, all I'm saying is where your views come from.
I have not expressed my views. This is your
but
views.
You're not like,
So Alexis, let me ask you again. So this universe that exists, it's now transforming into something else because things that are happening, we see transformation.
Yeah.
Transformation happens, which is either it happens because a predetermined will makes it to happen. To give you a scenario.
Okay, no, this is good. I'm hearing your views.
Let me give you a scenario.
Yeah.
If I don't will to make coffee or tea in my kitchen, I sit there. All the ingredients of tea and coffee are there in my kitchen. There is the fridge inside which is the milk. I have to open to get it out. There is the sink. I have to unwind the tap to let the water come into the kettle. Put the kettle into the cooker. I have to light the cooker to make fire, flame, heat. Then I have to bring the cups. Then I bring the tea and the coffee. Then I have to mix with milk and sugar, right? If I don't make a choice, if I don't intend, if I don't make a will for this tea to happen, the coffee to be made, would it ever happen?
All I'm saying, this is my point exactly. You're equating human logic, human understandings of how the world works, and you're imposing that on the universe.
I'm not imposing anything.
No, but that's what you're saying.
We are studying the universe because we are human, and we can only use human logic. There's nothing wrong with it.
No.
This is my point. Wrong with it, there should be no science.
This is my point. There's no
science. We should be
human logic, but human logic.
Science, in fact, sorry to interrupt. Science has demonstrated that using human logic, we can understand the universe.
No. This is the problem. What Ali was saying earlier.
We cannot.
His logic, his contingency argument.
What's that on your? What's this? It's a mic.
Yes. Wait, let me finish.
Wait. This is a mic.
Yeah.
How did we make that mic? And
we produced it within the country, or produced it wherever.
Did we use human logic to understand what is
this is different.
Wave?
Yes.
What is audio?
There are two different forms of logic that I want to. What the logic we were speaking about, of course, human logic. Of course, that's very valid. The logic that Ali Dawah was. Yes, but you're also doing.
What am I doing?
Is that logic? Automatically, you're assuming that how our world functions, the idea of a will, the idea of contingency, the idea that have been constructed within our world and that we understand. You're inherently imposing that upon something else.
No.
Yes, because that's your assumption.
I'm using human logic to understand the reality around me.
Yes.
So when I use human logic, I do understand, and that's why now we can go up to space and put satellites in there. Because human logic does work.
Okay, but
understanding the
let me give you an example. If I jump up, I'm going to jump back down again.
Yeah.
That's because of gravity, right?
Really?
Yeah.
No, it's because of green flying monsters.
No. Okay. I'm just saying, this is my point.
No, I'm telling you, it's because of invisible green flying monsters.
Okay, because of science.
No. I'm going to stop you there. I apologize for stopping you there.
No, let me finish my argument. I
cannot let you finish. You say gravity. What is gravity? Can you see it? Can you feel it? Can you touch it? Can you smell it? Can you sense it?
What, so you reject gravity?
Wait. Now I'm going to ask you and challenge you with this question. You say it's gravity. Out of your 5 senses, which one did you use to say it's gravity?
Like, I'm saying this is not. Let me tell you my point.
This is a blind
Let me
faith,
tell you my
man.
point. No.
This is.
But let me tell you my point. I'm not finished. Listen, okay, this is my point about your use of logic and applying it to the universe, right? The point is, if I jump up, I'm going to come down. It doesn't matter where gravity comes from. That's not my point.
Where came from?
No.
What
Okay.
you're describing to is my question. Because if you could understand that example, you would understand that there is a God behind this universe.
No, listen. This is my point.
Okay.
When I jump up, I go down. When I go to space and I jump, I don't go down. I float. Because there are different forces working in the universe.
Forces?
Yes. Listen. There are different.
Have you seen it?
There's different science in the universe than there is on Earth. And this is exactly the point I've always been making, is that you can't employ logic, religious logic on
Religious
Earth.
logic?
No, just logic in general. Logic to understand the universe that's inherently grounded in the human experience.
What is science based on?
The science.
What are the foundations of science?
Science is based on our world. Science is our world. It's
What
a
are
way
the
of
the science operates within a paradigm.
Yes.
What are those foundational axioms of science that we can understand the world? Because science is what? The knowledge about the world. Science is a mechanism to understand the world, the reality.
My point is.
What are the foundational axioms of science?
You tell me.
No,
Tell me. Please enlighten
you
me.
are saying science
No,
and
but
logic.
But listen,
I am not going to spoon feed you.
No. Listen, I'm just
I
trying to make a
am not
point to
going
you.
to spoon feed you.
I'm trying to make a point to you.
No,
Okay,
you're
but listen.
not.
But listen.
What is science
when
based
I go,
on?
okay, but stop. Like, I'm trying to tell you something. When I'm in space and I jump, I don't fall back down, do I?
Observation.
Yeah. So
observe.
Yes.
Are you saying
Okay.
science-
Wait.
one of the foundations of science is observation?
So how can you sit here and assert that the universe operates in a certain way when all of your understanding, physical understanding of the universe, is grounded within the human experience? All of this logic, all of this idea about pens and stuff.
Science, my friend, Alexis, if you didn't know, is based on this. You observe something specific.
Scientific method, are you also asking me about?
Of course.
Okay, then what
Do you believe in the scientific method?
Yes, of course. I thought you were talking
So have you observed this kind of jumping about in every point on this earth and this universe?
What? So, okay, I'm saying on Earth right now. You
Have
jump
you
up.
observed on every point of the earth?
I make an assumption based on a lot of experience and a lot of understanding of how the world works.
Have you observed on every single point of the earth?
I mean, I've observed
on every
enough.
single point of the earth.
Okay, so you're telling me there's a part of Earth where I jump up and I go up, yeah? I don't go down.
Have you?
I haven't.
You haven't.
Yes. Okay.
So now, if somebody says, it doesn't matter wherever you go on the earth, if you jump, you're going to come down again. Is that reasonable?
No.
It's not reasonable.
It's not reasonable.
What does science say?
Science says.
Science say?
Yes. What you're misconstruing what science is.
I'm not misconstruing.
You're misconstruing
I'm educating
completely.
you on
No, you're
scientific
not.
methodology.
Yeah, no, you're not actually. You're misconstruing it because science is based on logical assumptions made from evidence. Evidence is that gravity is a force that pulls us down
What
to
are the
Earth.
foundations of the scientific method again?
Observation,
Observation.
collecting samples, like sampling, and then making conclusions based on said experiment.
Is the very first fundamental out of all of this is the world is rational or irrational?
The world.
To science to operate,
What is rationality?
do you assume?
What is rationality?
Wait a second. You talked about some of the philosophers. Now let's see whether they can help you. If science did not assume axiomatically that the world is rational, would you be able to understand the world? No. So science assumes the world is rational.
Science has made so many mistakes in it.
Yes, but
doesn't
rationality.
matter.
Rationality.
So you accept scientific
You see,
methodology
you're connecting two
is
different things.
rooted in this very foundation that the world is rational,
Yeah.
and we as rational human beings are able to understand it rationally.
Yeah.
So don't then
Yes,
say
but my point
you are a
is-
human being using human logic to understand the world because you're being unscientific.
No, okay, but my point was, my point was that you know, logic, where we derive our understandings of logic is from experience. It's from experience, like day to day, like the different examples that you make.
Not true.
Okay, not true. Fine.
Not true. Let me tell you why.
Okay, but let me finish. Let me finish for once. Let me talk.
Go ahead, Alexis.
Let me finish.
I'll tell you why.
Okay. Where we understand logic to be a certain thing. We understand it to be whatever it is. We understand it. We as collectively as humans, we come to certain unified definitions about what logic is. But how can we then assume that we use our logic? We use our logic needing for contingency, needing for explanations, needing for this. How can when we can zoom out and then do it on our whole world? Because our world, I'm saying we don't know how we don't know how the universe operates. So there is no reason to misconstrue our understandings of logic and place that on the universe, because those two things are not connected.
Was it logical to say there's a cyclical universe or multiverse, or is it based on evidence?
No, it's not. I mean,
what's it based on?
It's based on assumptions.
Assumption is based on what?
Assumption is based on evidence.
What evidence do we have of a multiverse?
No, I mean the multiverse, not specifically. No, I'm not saying there is a multiverse.
What evidence do you have there was another universe before?
No, I do. Scientific. My grandfather. He's a big scientist.
Does your grandfather have evidence there was another universe before this one?
Yeah, he does. I mean, he showed that. He talked to me. This is his. My theories about the universe. My theories about. Are
you a physicist?
I argue.
Are you a physicist?
No.
Cosmologist?
No.
Do you have a PhD or undergraduate degree in any of those subjects?
No.
Expertise? No. So it's all about your assumption, your theories that don't count because you're not a specialist.
Okay, do you have a PhD?
Your grandfather is.
Okay.
No, your grandfather is.
Yeah, he is.
Has your grandfather published works that I can read and assess and critically evaluate that there is an evidence for a universe before this universe?
I can send you them. Yeah? I could type his name in for you if you want.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah?
Let me write it down.
Okay.
Go ahead.
No problem.
Sorry.
This is where, yeah. Type this guy in.
Did he win a Nobel Prize yet?
Oh, he hasn't, sadly. But he's doing great things. He's doing great things. I respect him a lot.
No problem.
Yes. So I mean, this is what I mean.
I can look it up. So now, coming back to the question of logic.
Yeah.
If logic wasn't used to understand our reality, then science would have been crumbled from the very start.
No, I get that. I understand
so
what you're arguing.
So we can use logic.
Yes.
So when it comes to understanding the very beginning of the universe, don't just stop and say we can't use logic. Right?
I agree with that. Yeah, I agree. Right. I agree that logic does play a role.
Now let's come back to my example of tea and coffee, right? Shall we? Mm-hmm. Would it ever make tea and coffee if I just sit there and wait for tea to happen?
No.
Why not?
Because you need to put things into motion.
So to make transformation of existing things,
yes.
like the universe has things within it. You said matter.
Yeah.
So to make transformation, you need some kind of intent of transformation.
You need a mover. I get what you're trying to. Yeah.
Right. So even to make tea and coffee, you need a willing agent.
Yeah. Yes, I completely agree.
So I want to know, on what rational basis do you then, looking at this, understanding it logically and rationally, and accepting it, the universe in its pre-current state, in its eternal state of transformation, it just happened without without any
willing mover. Yeah. My response to you is that I don't think that the universe necessarily needs a willing mover.
I don't need necessarily a mover to make it a cup of tea.
But you need to do it though, don't you? Yes. Okay.
I'm using the same argument. Be consistent.
Yes, the same argument, but this is two different things.
Thank you. Why is it different? We want to transform something. You either need a willing mover or you don't. So if you can say a cup of tea can happen without a willing mover, then you're being consistent.
No, I know. But this is what I mean.
You have to be consistent.
This is what I mean. Yes. But this is what I mean. Like, we have a willing mover on Earth. On Earth, as you make that tea, you go to the kettle, you boil the water, and then you put the tea bag in, and you've made your tea. You've got your tea there. But what I'm saying is that when we zoom out, and when we actually try and think about what began our own universe, I don't think the same laws apply, because I think inherently on Earth, certain things occur the way they do. But I think that's because Earth is special. I think Earth is unique in our world.
So I can't make a cup of tea on Mars?
No. I mean, you can like within if you're, but
So
not,
if I have the
if you
same
stand
kitchen
on
in
Mars,
Mars, okay,
if you stand on Mars with nothing.
I want to eliminate these variables. One of the variables you introduce is the Earth. Let's say if I go to Mars and I have a kitchen there,
Yeah.
and I sit there, will the tea still happen or a coffee?
You'd probably be dead. Like if you have to use
Look.
you have to use Earth. You have to use
I don't need
Earth-like
Earth.
things.
I don't need
Yes,
Earth.
but you need.
I am going to have a spaceship there.
What do you need?
On Mars.
Spaceship.
standing-
Where did the spaceship come from? Where was it built?
So?
Where was it built? Where it came from Earth, didn't it?
So what?
Yes, but that you can't just go to Mars. Let's say Mars has got nothing on it. You come with no spacesuit, with nothing that's come from Earth, and that's allowed you to live on Mars, and come and make it. Yeah.
You borrowed an alien space.
Okay, fine. But okay, this is you're complicating the thing now. But yes. But I'm saying that when you go to Mars, let's say you go to Mars with nothing. You stand on Mars, you'd already be dead before you make the cup of coffee or the cup of tea.
So, you see, look, if you're going to be consistent, you should say that to make a cup of tea in this kind of organizational transformation, you need a willing mover.
Yes.
And you need to be consistent with that. Like gravity, scientists would say, gravity exists in all parts of our Earth, even though we haven't measured everything.
Yeah.
So science, if you haven't realized already, is based on generalization.
Based on generalization. I agree.
Right?
And we draw conclusions.
Likewise, when we use the scientific method in understanding the reality, I haven't used anything different from the scientific method.
I know.
I'm saying the universe.
Yes.
Transformation. You need a willing mover. So I have not committed any logical fallacy.
No, I agree.
I've been consistent.
I agree.
You need to provide a rational alternative.
I'm saying
if you believe that it can happen by itself.
I'm saying that the need to find out. This is goes back to very much what I'm saying at the beginning. The need to find out. The need, like why do you need? What, like, honest question. Why do you need to believe that something began something?
I don't need to believe
No,
anything.
but why do you believe that? Why do you believe that? Surely not because you want to make a cup of tea in the morning.
To give you answer this question, it's not that I need to believe in something.
Yes.
If a tree existed there, independent of my believing it exists or not there, it will exist in reality.
Yeah.
So my belief is irrelevant.
Yes.
More importantly, he believes it himself.
Yeah? It's irrelevant what I believe it or not.
No, I know.
So if I think, oh, that tree doesn't exist, I may be wrong, I may be right, but independent of my belief system, it can exist if it existed.
Yeah.
Likewise, if there is a reality in which there is a willing mover of transformation, it doesn't matter whether I need to believe in it or not.
Yeah. But
The fact of the matter is, we need to affirm that's the case or not. It's a case of affirmation.
I get that.
Now,
And
is it irrational to affirm that you need a willing mover?
It's not irrational.
Right. So my stance now, even though I haven't expressed it,
Exactly.
is a rational position. What's your rational position?
My rational position is that you do not need to find that. You don't. No.
took away
But
the
listen.
need.
No. My thing is that, like, the universe. There's the idea of a willing mover, the idea of something that's pushing, the idea that something begins somewhere. It comes out of humanity. It comes out of humanity's own attempt to understand itself. Yes, it does.
Why do you disagree?
The problem, you made some really strange statements when I was listening to this exchange. So you seem to do away with logic. You said that it's human logic.
There's two facets of logic.
And you can't use human experience or logic to come up with anything. Then that puts to bed science, the scientific method, even the conversation you're having, even how your vape is working. All of this goes out the window.
Yeah. No, I get that.
The only argument you seem to be making at the end, because you admitted that for things to happen there needs to be a willing mover.
No, I didn't. No. I don't. He said that. I'm saying my very point.
For the tea to be made in the kitchen, you don't.
Yes, but I'm saying that you cannot equate the tea in the kitchen to the creation of the universe. Because that is inherently grounded in the human experience. It's not grounded within something that we don't even understand. And to be able to understand that, we would need maybe thousands, maybe hundreds of years of more scientific research.
You're not understanding something.
Yes, and I don't want to make conclusions about it. And
Not understanding something. You can still rationalise the possibilities of how something can happen.
And this is where religion comes from.
No, hold on a second. So it can either be a material cause or an immaterial one.
Yeah.
Could there be any other cause?
Of the universe.
Yes.
No! either material or immaterial.
Right.
I'd say.
Is there any other?
No, I'd say it was material.
Material.
Yeah.
So if there is a material cause, what is the cause of that material cause? Another material cause?
It's strung up within a web of like different
causes?
yes. Okay. But causation, the idea of causation, it's something very different to what, like, the way I perceive the universe to have begun. The way I perceive it, we are very lucky.
You said material cause, right?
Yes, yeah.
Can there be an infinite series of material causes?
Perhaps, yes.
Can you traverse?
I can't.
Can you traverse an infinite number of steps to get to this step?
No.
So they can't be
infinites. The idea of the problem of infinites. Yes, and this is what we came across before. But the idea of it, us not being able to understand infinity.
An infinite series. That means you can't count them.
No.
They're beyond counting. Can you ever traverse an infinite number of steps to get to this step?
No.
Us talking?
No.
So therefore,
we never know you could do that in the universe.
Hold on a second. So therefore, it can't be an infinite number of steps.
Yes.
It has to be finite. Okay. So when something is finite, it requires a beginning of everything.
Yeah.
Now that beginning of everything,
Exactly.
is it material or immaterial?
The beginning of everything. I'd say it's, well, inherently it has to be material.
Why?
It has to, because our world is consisting of gases, of
Why
chemicals.
does it have to be material?
Because we live here. We live in this
And
world.
is that dependent or independent?
Independent.
Independent.
Yeah. I don't think it's dependent on anything.
So it exists.
It exists for the
without
very.
any explanation.
It exists, but we haven't found the explanation yet.
But no. It
That's the
exists
point.
without any explanation of its existence.
Yes. Yeah.
And you've come to that conclusion how?
Through actually understanding that I can't tell you the beginning of the universe, and I thought about this a lot, because I can't sit here and I thought about it, because it's insane, like we live in a universe filled with intricate planets, stars, galaxies. No, I'm telling you, this is how I'm telling you. So we live in this world. It's very much unexplainable to us where it began from. We have this idea of the Big Bang. We have this, it's like, to non-scientists, to people that don't specialize in it, it's quite difficult to conceptualize, it's quite difficult to understand. So what my conclusion is that we don't need to understand that. We can make our own, we define reality in our own way. We must, that's where I came back to my conclusion.
Why does it have to be material?
Why does it have to be material? It has to be because we are physically made out of about the material existence. It means that there's matter.
Yeah, but the explanation for matter does not necessarily necessitate that the underlying cause of everything itself, the beginning of everything, the necessary cause of everything itself has to be material. I'm asking you why you're insisting upon that and not saying that it could be material or immaterial. I'm wondering why you're missing out the possibility of immaterial.
Yeah.
That's why.
No, I get you. Yeah. No, I mean,
I believe that's not being enough.
Yeah.
If you said I don't know, then what you have to argue is that, well, I don't know, it could be immaterial.
It could be, yes. This is my
material.
point. This is my point.
No. You said
I said, yeah. No, I made a mistake there.
Okay.
I made a mistake there in my.
Okay.
But what I do say is that we don't need to know.
No. Listen to what I'm going to say to you now.
Okay.
If it can be immaterial or it is material, either one of the two, we have to then assert our logic and our reason to see which one seems more reasonable, right? Yes. Based upon the evidence, right?
Yes, based upon evidence.
If it's material, what qualities must this material thing possess to bring things into existence?
Knowledge, will,
Power, all of these things, right?
which matter doesn't have apart from itself.
I understand this. I understand the
Now
argument.
you have to ask the question. No, I'm not trying to corner you.
No.
What I'm trying to do to you, brother, is this. Just think about these things with a level of neutrality, because you've said you don't know. And all I'm saying
that there's no need to know.
No, but what I'm saying to you also is this. Have an open mind. Okay? When something seems reasonable, at least say, you know what, that sounds quite reasonable.
Yeah.
Now we agree that if it's material, it needs consciousness, immense power, knowledge, to a level that you or I, we can't even comprehend.
Yes, we don't know, and we don't need to.
The laws of physics, the
Yes,
DNA,
exactly.
etc.
Saying we don't need
Now,
We don't need to, because
Why?
Why? Because my whole idea about like religion, like I personally,
yours, that's
yes,
But before we get to that, Desmond, before we get to that, before we get to that, now you have a material cause with consciousness, power, a will.
Yes, but where does that come from, though?
No, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Now, that to me does not look like a non, let's say, conscious, intelligent cause of everything.
Yeah.
It sounds a lot like what religious folk would say to you is the creator.
I know.
So what I'm asking you, brother, is this. Why don't you at least acknowledge that that's a reasonable possibility?
Okay.
And in fact, it seems more reasonable than just a material cause that existed infinitely without anything bringing that existence into existence.
No, my friend, yeah.
And the supernatural cause
Yes.
seems more reasonable.
Exactly. I understand
So
this.
you
With
accept
this,
that?
yes, no, I understand. I completely,
Sorry,
I personally, like, I grew up in a Muslim country, and I was very exposed to,
country was that?
in Dubai.
Oh, Dubai.
Yes. So I spent half my life in Dubai, and all of my good friends are Muslims, and I love Islam as a religion, and I really.
You accept it then?
I love it. I love it. And
You love
my
something,
my
accept
father's an Islamic specialist, and
Your father's an Islamic specialist?
yeah, Islamic banking.
Okay.
So, but this is why, and I thought about this idea for a very long time. But the idea that it provides comfort, and the idea of a creator is comforting. It's comfort, but it is,
But brother, let me ask
and in the sense exactly of what you were saying.
can something true, can something that is the reality and it's true give you comfort?
But of course it
Yes.
can. Of course it can. But that doesn't mean.
No, but hold on a second.
Yeah.
But having comfort from something,
Yes.
and I accept, Islam gives me a lot of comfort.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
But that does not falsify Islam.
No, I know.
Because Islam could be true,
Exactly.
and that could be attaining comfort from something that is true.
From the truth. Yeah.
So it doesn't rationally mean that just because some people get comfort from religion, therefore God is false or religion is false.
Yes, no, but my grounding of it, my grounding of religion is more historical. This is why I'm not, as educated as you are, gentlemen, on these ideas of, continuously. I've read up about it, but I'm more of, I denounce religion on bounds on history, on purely on history,
Okay.
and where religion. This is where I can. This is where
So
my
it's not your critical, rational thinking about the philosophical.
Yes, it's
basis
more so.
of God's
It's
existence.
exactly.
It's to do with your
History.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. So basically,
Obviously, not just Islam, by the way, all religion.
Fine.
Yeah.
In fact, you're much closer in accepting the truth than many other people. I'll tell you why. Because you have no philosophical objection, rational objection, reasonable intellectual objection that it could be that there is a creator
This is not,
with all the qualities.
But this is where my
Because
okay.
you know
But can I say something? But my understanding of course I've watched a few of these videos, and I've come across these ideas, and come across like these ideas of where does religion come from? It comes from our ideas about like we were speaking for the last 40 minutes. But my own objections come from as I'm a history student, so I understand history, and I have my own perception of history, and religion. My understanding, through history, that's posited. That's what's made me an atheist. My historical research, that's what's made me an atheist. Not about questions about the universe, because frankly, like when you were questioning about it, I just don't really care about it. I don't really think about it. That's not the grounds on which I denounce religion. I denounce it on is if you look at religion historically, and if you look at the effect it's had historically, it's clearly served a geopolitical purpose. It's clearly served